Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Fats Media Podcast. So I was supposed to have a guest on today, but you know how the indie grind goes. Sometimes we have to switch things up and you got to pivot. So that's cool because when that interview does happen, and it is going to happen very soon, I'm not going to say with who it is, but the interview is going to drop very soon. You're going to get two podcasts in one day when that happens, okay? Because I'd like to split it up. When I like to give uh, education on music, on content creation, on for indie grind stuff, I want to put that in a separate episode. And when I interview an artist, I want to deep dive with that audience and artist, sorry, and put that out separately. All right. So now I want to talk to you, the artist who's out here doing it all alone, recording, promoting, uploading, hoping something sticks. So in today's episode is all about music distribution. What is it? What artists are getting wrong and what we're building to help change the game. So let's keep it real. Most indie artists are getting played by the distribution game. All right. You think people are using all the same distribution platforms because they can't get a deal with a major label, or they're trying to avoid getting a bad deal with a major label and they want to go independent, which is great. It is great that you're taking matters into your own hands and that you want to release content at your own pace and you want to have control of that content and that music and that art. Okay. So most indie artists, this is what happens. You upload your song to a platform and that's it. No promo, no push, no real guidance, and definitely no support once it's out because you're on your own, okay? You all know that artists who have released music, they know that. And then they hit you with the yearly fees. But then there's no roadmap. You're just left hoping people stream your music. But how are they going to hear it if nobody's helping you grow? DistroKid, United Masters, TuneCore, CD Baby, they all serve a purpose, but they're not designed to develop indie artists. They're a distribution company. They're not a record label. They do not have an A&R department. They do not have a pipeline to help you guys. They do have pipelines, but it's just to feed your music out there, just to feed it to the platforms. They send it out there, and then that's it. And then it's up to you. But what if your distribution came with real tools, real strategy, real support? What if you wanted to release a project and then you talk to somebody, a real person, you make a roadmap, you make a game plan for that release, sort of like talking to a label, but you're still owning 100% of the rights to your music and everything's done at your pace when you want it. Everything is scheduled out. So here's what we're making. This is what we're making over here. So people that are following my journey here, I'm posting on TikTok. I'm doing 100 days on TikTok, and I'm trying to build the number one app for indie creators, okay? This is not an app. I'm not going to talk to you about the app, but that's what I'm doing on TikTok right now, and I'm making videos and posting it every day, and I'm reaching out to local artists and independent artists, and I'm interviewing them, and I'm getting their side of the story so you can tell me how it is out there. So here's what we're cooking up over here. It's called Fats District. All right. Fats District, our own distribution platform tailored for independent artists who want more than a Spotify upload. You'll be able to distribute your music globally, just like the major sites. But here's the twist. We're not just a distributor, we're a partner. You'll get a dashboard built for your tracking, tracking your drops, your growth, you'll get feedback. So we're still going to do the distribution, but we're going to hold your hand with the other process as well. All right. You'll get access to a curated playlist, editorial opportunities. We're going to get people interviews. So we're going to get you interviewed across other platforms. You're going to get interviewed here on this platform. You're going to get interviewed on other sites. We'll set up a full game plan for the artist. And what we're doing is we're only getting started, but whether you're a rapper, a singer, a producer, a podcaster, this is for content creators as well. Fats District is being built for the culture and built for ownership. All right. This is built with your ownership in mind, with you having ownership and you getting control. All right. So now let's talk about something I'm really excited for, the virtual manager. Now that's what this is what makes us different. The virtual manager, imagine having someone or something that helps you schedule your drops, build your rollout plan, create social media content, handle your metadata, handle all the behind the scenes stuff for websites and stuff like that. Get your split sheets, beat licenses. You can get beats on Fats District. You can get beats. Track your fan base, so you'll actually be given the growth suggestions. So you'll see where your fans are coming from, and then you'll know how to market accordingly to that. All right, that's what our virtual manager is designed to do. Our virtual manager is what we're doing is you're gonna have a virtual manager, right? You sign up, Fats District. You can do it. You can do the starter plan where it's just you distributing to, let's say you're just getting your feet wet and you want to distribute to 50 platforms. All right, there's over 180 main ones. Then smaller platforms is about 450 more than that. All right, so in the United States, that's not overseas. In the upper United States and Canada, there's 450. Okay, so now you want to get your feet wet, you want to put out some music, you can go on Fats District for free, sign up at the starter plan, and you can upload your music and put a release date on it. When you upload it, you can select a release date. You'll have your own user panel where you can go to your user panel, you can see all your details, fine tune it. Then you get a page, you get a custom built page right away. So it's kind of like the Linktree page with all your links is on there. So you got to fill that out in your content panel, and then you'll have your page. All right, you'll have your page. You have your music. We're gonna review your music. We just got to make sure that all the details are put in. The reason why we have to review your music is we have to go and submit that to distribution. So before we submit it to distribution, we got to make sure that all the details in the music that you submit is accurate. We have to make sure, because if you want to get your money, if you want to get paid for that music, we have to make sure that everything lines up correctly, that the name is written out and the same and everything's written out the way that you want. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to review that music. Once we approve it, we check it off as approved. You're going to get a notification. You're going to see it on your panel, and it's going to be marked as approved. Okay. 3 to 5 days later, that music is already on streaming platforms, and then we'll send you the links for that music, and then we can add it for you. Sorry, if you're in the upper plans, if you have the virtual manager plan, we'll add it for you. But if you're on the starter plan in the beginner where you want to do it yourself, we'll send you the links, and you just copy and paste it into your control panel. And you build out your own link tree, your own semi link tree there. Okay. So with the virtual manager, what you're gonna have is you're gonna have a real person that has tools. They're going to be your assistant. They're going to be your planner. They're going to be your label in a box, your record label in a box, all powered by a real person, tailored to you. So what we do is we once we know your plan, once we know your goal, once we know your target audience, then we fine tune that and we just focus. We laser focus on that, and we'll help you grow as fast or as slow as you want to go. We'll give you an outline. So here's your monthly outline. And then we have some interview suggestions that we can get you. And then once you approve, then we're ready to go. Okay. So that is on top of if you choose one of those plans. Okay. You can check the website, fatsdistrict.com. Still working on it right now. Okay. So it's not fully up and running, but you can check it out and you can see what we're about there. All right. So if you're tired of dropping music into a void where you're just dropping music and you're not getting any plays, check that out. Okay. If you're ready for a system that supports you from the idea to the impact, stay locked in. Fats District is coming. We're looking for early artists to test the platform, to give their feedback, to grow with us from day one. If that's you, hit the link in the description. We're going to put that link in the description. Follow us on socials, on Fats Media, on TikTok, on Instagram. I'm going to be back with a guest next time, but this message was too important to wait. So keep creating, keep pushing. And remember, this industry doesn't reward talent alone. It rewards ones who learn the business and build smarter. All right, peace.